All right, so we've all pretty much heard about the Jonathan Majors verdict. If you haven't, he was found guilty on a few charges, and then a few charges were dropped. I'm gonna need you guys to really go through this video, stay to the end, pay attention, because I'm gonna break down what pretty much happened, why he was found guilty, why race may have had somewhat to do with it, but it wasn't the major thing. All right, like this video, subscribe if you ain't already subscribed and you're interested. All right, let's get to it.
Marvel Studios just dropped the once rising star after a jury in New York found him guilty of assaulting and harassing his ex-girlfriend. Marvel was building a movie franchise around Majors before his arrest in March. CBS's Jericka Duncan was in court today for the verdict.
Tonight, Jonathan Majors walked out of court with heavy security after being found guilty of assault and harassment. He was acquitted of 2 other charges that required prosecutors to show Majors intentionally committed those acts.
Do you think your son got a fair trial?
The 34-year-old star has demmed since he was arrested in March after a fight with his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabbari. He played roles in Marvel films and Creed 3, but it was his performance in the TV series Lovecraft Country that made Hollywood take notice. During deliberations, the jury asked to re-watch surveillance video from the incident in slow motion, where it appears Majors shoves Jabbari into a black Escalade. Another video shows Jabbari running after Majors following the incident. She testified she grabbed Majors' phone after seeing a text message from another woman. In a criminal complaint, Jabbari accused Majors of assaulting her, leaving a cut behind her ear and fracturing her finger. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
That Jonathan Majors did not intend to cause any physical harm to this woman. But what Jonathan Majors did, by virtue simply of his actions, his size, his strength, was create a substantial risk of physical injury.
Majors and his family did not speak to the media as they left the court today. Grace Jabbari, who was not in the courtroom when the verdict was read, did release a statement saying she was, quote, gratified to see justice served. Majors faces up to a year behind bars. Nora, he is scheduled to be sentenced on February 6th.
Jericka Duncan, thank you.
Okay, so you see where he was charged. They charged him on assault and harassment, but it was basically reckless behavior. The other charges that were dropped, they dropped them because they could not find intent. They couldn't find evidence that he was going to do this beforehand. It was just a part of the argument that escalated. And there lies the problem. I get called misogynistic a lot, but there's a point that I've been trying to drive home when I do these videos and I'm talking to my guys out here giving advice. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is you got to walk away. I know I say it all the time for those who are subscribed and watch me all the time. This is what I mean when I say you need to walk away. The reason why he's possibly about to go to jail, he's been dropped from Disney, he's about to lose a lot of money. It all boils down to he lost his temper. He lost his frame. He lost who he was. He jumped in the emotional boxing ring with this woman. And as you see, she knocked him out like Tyson. She knocked him out like Mayweather. As a man, you cannot get in the ring with these women. They try to call you misogynistic or insensitive and all these things because you don't want to argue. You don't want to talk about it. You walk away. If she can't listen, cut her. Cut her off.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Stop hanging around. You cannot convince a woman to do anything. She either has to want it or she doesn't want it. It's not your job to make her want it. When you see she don't want it, you shouldn't want her. This is the main reason he's in trouble, is because he was trying to make her be something she didn't want to be. We seen it in the video where he's referencing Coretta Scott and Michelle Obama. This bitch know who these women are. You ain't got to sit here and try to convince him. She know who these women are. She know who they are. We got to stop treating these women like kids. They're grown. They know these. There's a certain knowledge that they should have. If they don't have it, it's not your job to teach them. It's their father's job. This man is literally losing everything because he's trying to teach this woman how to be a woman. Stop it. If you can't tell her in a calm voice, then don't do it. Okay, every now and then y'all might have, you know, every situation you can get a little upset. Having to shove somebody in the car, being drunk, among other things, this stuff shouldn't be happening. I literally stayed single for a while because of that. My last relationship before what I was in now, it was like that. And I'm trying to tell you guys, stop it. I don't even play like that now. I don't raise my voice no more. I talk. And the moment a woman can't get on my program, she's out of there.
Cut that bitch off.